Good evening, my name is Michelle Rubley. I'm presenting with Miguel, Mary, Jackson, and Vinny, and we're here to talk about the Canon Rebel T7. So actually, I am a photographer myself, and the first camera I purchased was the Canon Rebel T7. And the reason I picked this camera is because this camera is very high-tech, it's very affordable, and it's very, very reliable. And I think this camera was definitely a stepping stone for me in my career because of all of these attributes it has.
Hi, my name is Mary Troon. After our need recognition that high quality pictures have become so important in our society and everyday life, such as social media or in commercials, we've searched for options and evaluated alternatives. And so direct competitors are competitors that offer the same product or service, and the ones relevant that we found were Sony, Nikon, Kodak, Samsung. And indirect competitors offer goods that are slightly different but might also satisfy the same need. Some examples would be your classic iPhone camera, GoPro, Fujifilm, or Polaroid. It's also important to recognize the influences the decision-making process, so psychological, sociocultural, and situational, and they might include the desire to capture moments or the prestige of being a Canon owner or the desire to be part of a certain aesthetic or social media. So after analyzing the influences in purchasing the camera, we can also recognize the need for the Canon Rebel T7 by a specific consumer in our market, that being the granola girl, who we will talk about in a little bit.
Hello, my name's Miguel. I'm also known as the King of FitFo. To build off of what Michelle said in the intro, the Canon Rebel T7 should be everybody's first camera because it is a tool that is capable of both capturing and contributing to something that is much bigger than itself, obviously through the images and videos that it captures. But why is it the quote-unquote best option? In summary, the reason why it is the best is because it has the best bang for the buck factor. It is perfect for any beginner photographer because it has everything necessary for kind of starting out in the photographic field. A perfect example of somebody who wants to enter the realm of photography is the granola girl. Why is that? Because she's one, very trendy, she cares about nature, and she definitely wants to raise awareness about some key things that are happening around the world, like for instance the tree devastation in South America or the California wildfires. She should view the Canon Rebel T7 as a tool that can show the world what is happening. As the famous saying goes, a picture is worth a million words.
Our marketing strategy is segmenting, targeting, and positioning. We segment them geographically, so where they live. We segment them demographically, paying attention to attributes such as gender and age, or their interests, and we segment them psychographically by their thoughts, beliefs, or temperament, and behaviorally through their skills, knowledge, and actions. And we ultimately take this information and position ourselves in their mind to occupy space relevant to their specific interests and get them thinking about us.
Hi, I'm Vinny, and moving on in the marketing strategy, we're going to talk about the macro environmental forces. There's 5 of them. We've got social, economic, technological, political, and legal. So starting with social, obviously you got social media. The biggest thing on social media when people hire photographers is mainly weddings, or you'll see sports broadcasting. Obviously cameras play a big role in all of these. Economic, affordable price, easily accessible through a variety of resellers, variety of different bundle options. Technological, groundbreaking technology advancements. So cameras used to be, these huge things. Now you hold them right here in your hand. Political, war coverage, political campaigns. How do you know who you want to vote for? You look at the videos they have speaking, or the articles, and pictures of their face right there. And legal, you have patents, copyrights, taking pictures without consent, could all start legal problems. And then, so now we move on into the customer service factors. How convenient is a Canon Rebel T7? It's much more convenient than just pulling out your phone and taking a low quality picture. Is it time effective? Yes and no. If it breaks, that might take some time depending on who you bought it from. Is it communicated well? I would say so. I see these all over social media. And is it dependable? Yes. Going back to the phone example, if you want a high quality image, you're going to buy a Canon Rebel T7, not an iPhone 12.
Hi everybody, I'm Jackson Mooney. I'm a seasoned granola girl, now working in marketing. And let me tell you about this Rebel T7. It's got a lot of cool tangible things, it's got a lot of bells and whistles, but really what we need these cameras for is we're trying to save the world. It's cool and all with the different technology, but really it's the intangible things that I'm looking for in a Rebel T7 and that you should too. Got a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of issues. The ice caps are melting. There's deforestation on a massive level. Probably worst of all, Jake Paul exists. Now, I know, these seem like insurmountable things, but really we can make a change. And it starts here with awareness in the Rebel T7. So we want to show Earth's beauty, us granola girls. We live in the Earth, basically. We live in these tents, we live in vans. We eat trail mix. I mean, we're really in nature. We want to show Earth's beauty through a Rebel T7, through blogs, through forums, through Instagram, Facebook posts. We want to connect with each other and we want to spread this awareness of what's going on in the world. But none of that, we want to inspire change. If the world was up to granola girls, I think it would have ended a lot earlier, but we need more people. We need to branch out, more segments, more targeting. And by spreading these pictures to other people, we can get them involved in our case as well. And really, we want them to join our movement, and we're trying to motivate the world. Because we can fix these issues. We can save the ice caps. Look at that. Beautiful ice caps. We can reforest the world. Beautiful. And we can finally get rid of Jake Paul and fix our rocks.
What is obviously important to know is that the Canon Rebel T7 really defeats all its competition. Especially in terms of like the tangible attributes of the camera. Its key competition are from Sony, Nikon, Fuji, and Panasonic. And the easiest way to say how it is superior is because it really has everything you need. It has a built-in flash, it has built-in Wi-Fi, and it also has interchangeable lenses. So for instance, if I want to take a picture of a ladybug, I'll put on a macro lens and I'll really be able to get that ladybug in perfect detail. Then again, if I want to take a picture of a beautiful horizon or sunset, I'll put on a different lens and I'll be able to really capture the full scope of the sunset. But for me personally, speaking as a photographer, what appeals to me the most about the Canon is the intangible aspects. What I mean by that is with this camera and all its physical and tangible attributes, I'll be able to have access to intangible things. For instance, I'll be able to capture in high resolution family events, my friends and I going out, canoeing on the lake. I'll be able to capture everything and everything through this, or rather with this camera. So in summary, I would say that the attributes, intangible, intangible, are priceless.
Moving on to communicating value, the best way for Canon to communicate value is by advertising. Now, the best way to advertise, in someone's opinion, might be social media. For Canon, it's not so much as they're advertising the product, but that they're retailers. So, like me or you using a camera. For example, think of Aave. In order to really know the school, you have to follow the students and see what they have to say about the camera, What are they taking pictures of? Is it the sunset? Is it an alligator in the canal? Is it the oratory? Another way to communicate value is by reading the reviews online that someone might leave if they buy this camera and reach a specific audience, for example, the granola girl.
Let's move on to how we deliver value. In a world as big as it is today, there's a lot of ways we can deliver value, but really, the best way we can do it, pipeline. Absolutely not. We cannot do it by pipelines. Horrible for the environment. I hate it. Cuts through forests, makes you cut down a lot of trees. Not a good way to do it. Plus cameras, they're not liquid. Don't work very well. Much better way we can do it. Online retailers. There's a lot of online retailers these days. So really the best people you can get it through, of course, is Canon. It's through us directly. Well, that's a given. Also, very good, Amazon. Billion-dollar industry. A lot of times you can find these products on Amazon through us, or you can find resellers on there. People who buy it from our site that put it on Amazon. Moreover, you can also buy from Best Buy. Best Buy you can also get it physically, but they do have an online option. In the world how it is today, a lot of people like their leisure time. They like to stay at home, don't like to go out as much. And we cater to those people through these online retailers. But moreover, another way we can do it is by trucks. This is the physical way, how we get it into the stores, from the factory, let's say, to the Best Buy. See, trucks are good and all, but I don't like how the carbon emissions, the fossil fuels are burned. Oh my God, I hate it! Much better way we can do it. Amazon employs this a lot. They're drones. A lot more eco-friendly, a lot less carbon emissions, and they're electric. I like these a lot because I can get it where it is to where you are very easily, and a lot of people like this. Of course, the last way we can do it, just by word of mouth. Through grassroots marketing, we can really spread the Canon Rebel T7 and what it does to a lot of people. Being a granola girl, I have my own little niche on the internet. Not a lot of people like me, but I'm very close with other granola girls. If I get the camera and I show it to my other girlies, they're gonna like it too. And when they get it, they're gonna show it to their girlies. And after you know it, after a while, we're gonna have a forum. We're gonna have a page where all of us can spread awareness of what's going on in the ecosystem and hopefully make a change one of these days.
So I think my marketing team has done a great job at showing how the Canon Rebel T7 really gives you the opportunity to change the world and to present the world in a new and different perspective. I mean, if we look at the camera right here, we can see how fancy and how nice it is, especially at such an affordable price, and how this camera really can be the stepping stone for a beginning photographer with all its different features. The camera also brings awareness to the condition of the world we are living in. At the end of the day, Granola Girl isn't buying just a camera. She is buying a feeling and a memory, and this memory will soon become history. And in capturing these memories, Granola Girl is bringing awareness to the condition of the world that we are living in, and this gives her the opportunity to contribute to society. This camera gives Granola Girl the opportunity to inspire and motivate others to be a part of the movement to change the world. This is Granola Girl's journey, and this camera is the tool to kickstart your next journey.